Kindie Rockstars. Prepare for a treat, let's meet and greet some bands and singers that are super sweet, making music that's fun for boys and girls. Help them learn about this great big world. Fun for the family, yes it's true, your kids will love it and you will too. Clap and dance and sing aloud, become a part of the Kindie crowd. These songs will make you move your feet and give your ears a great big treat. So settle in, grab your guitars, and let's get to know our Kindie rock stars. Hello everyone, and welcome to Kindie Rockstars. This is the show that gives you the stories behind the songs from some of the best bands and singers that are making fun, informative, educational, catchy, and occasionally silly songs for children and families. I'm your host, Patrick Adams, and each episode of Kindie Rockstars will feature an artist and a featured song. So let's get to this week's show. All right, with me today is the SOKS, and from the SOKS I have Jim Hendrix and Clay Hadden. Hello. Welcome to the show, gentlemen. Hi. So tell me all about the SOKS and how you guys came to be and your backstory.
Well, thanks for having us. I think the backstory is Clay and I have known each other since 2000. We met at orientation at Winthrop University in Rock Hill, South Carolina. We were going to be freshmen, and we spent, it was like a 2-day orientation. I think we spent
two or 3 days. Yeah.
And at the end of it, we had gotten close with a group of people, and we decided, hey, we don't seem to mind each other's company. Maybe we should see if we can be roommates for the year. And that's what we ended up doing. We were roommates and we got along great. And that's kind of where our friendship started then. I was a music major at Winthrop, ended up being a music major and communication disorders major as well, which is what Clay did, and ended up going to get a master's in that, as well as starting his own speech practice. That's what he's doing. I moved to Nashville, became a musician, touring musician, studio guy. And then this is all a real quick the last 20 years. But then, we all stayed in touch. We've all seen each other, been at each other's weddings. 2020 happens. COVID changes the world. I've found myself kind of out of work, sitting at my house with my daughter. And Clay one day says, hey, I started this YouTube channel it's called Mr. Clay. And he's doing it mainly for his kids, like based on his experiences working with kids through his speech practice. And it initially started out as me writing a theme song with Clay for his Mr. Clay channel. And then Clay said, should we do some original songs? And I said, yes, but let's do them let's not follow any protocol. I think this would be a great time to experiment and do whatever kind of music we want to do. Let's just see what happens. So over the course of I guess it was April and May of last year of 2020, Clay started sending me just little scratch vocal takes on his phone of ideas that were popping in his head. And all of a sudden we're realizing Clay has this unbelievable ability to come up with insane songs on the spot. I mean, they're hilarious and witty and funny. And, we ended up taking one of the first things he ever sent, and within a day, I'd had a song laid out for it. It was called The Robots Are Coming. And then we kind of realized, hey, we have something cool going on. And we just started spitballing ideas through this. We do a Zoom or we do a phone call or just a voice text. And we started sending stuff back to each other. And these songs just started to literally pile up.
We quickly, so by the time it started, when things really shut down, and by the time between then and when we released the album, we came up with about 20 songs, which is a massive amount for a first album. And we just kind of threw everything that we had to see what we liked and what sounded good. And yeah, it was a ton of fun to do, and we look forward to doing more and more of it. We get constant, and so the band is the SOKS. It stands for the stuff our kids say. We get tons of inspiration from all of our hilarious children. Jim's got a daughter. Rob, the guitarist, has two kids, a boy and a girl, and then I've got three, two boys and a girl. And just it was the pandemic created this. We had time, and then just observing our children and being present with them more, and like learning from them, and like really listening to the funny things they say. My wife was very happy that we were doing this project, because I finally had a purpose between all the silly things that I would sing in the kitchen now. So that was good. And it was just a ton of fun. Like, we just had a lot of fun making silly songs, and we're being serious right now, and Jim sounds very professional, but we're all very intensely silly men. And so having an outlet for that has been fun too. And also just working with your best friends. I mean,
Yeah.
what job is better than like people that you enjoy hanging out with? You get to do things that are creative and fun and silly, and it's just great. When Jim sent me that first song, and it's not even our best song on the album, it's a great song, but when he sent me that, I was like, oh, this is something. Like, we're doing something. It's going to be so much fun, and everything since then has been a blast.
Yeah. It's yeah, I think for me first of all, my whole goal is to make our kids laugh. If our kids listen to the song and you see them giggle, or they want to hear it again, it doesn't matter how many record sales we get. It was one of those, okay, this is successful because our kids think it's hilarious. Because one day they're not going to think we're hilarious, but right now,
Right.
and if this music is allowing them to enjoy what we're doing, I'm super stoked. I've had a great career in music, and this being able, like Clay said, working with my best friends from college, it's actually made us stronger in our friendship over the last year, just because we talk every day, and working on this and figuring out how to reach more people. It's just it definitely it helped us not separate ourselves from reality, but it kind of gave us that break from what was really going on outside, and we were able to get together and concentrating on stuff that would make us and other people happy for a little bit. And so I'm glad that it's turned out that we're still doing it and still making music. And it's only been a year and a half, but
we're still trying. We're keeping an eye on the news right now, but we're planning on doing some more recordings here in the October timeframe. That tends to be September, October tends to be the best time for us, because of all the kids going back to school, and there's a break in there that's kind of it helps. So yeah.
And by more recording, we're going to do more recording, not one way or the other, but in-person recording.
Yeah.
In my studio, my house, all of us get together, which is where basically everything was done, was here. And I went to Clay's house at one point to get some vocal takes from him, and he actually ended up coming to Nashville once, but we actually have never done a full in-house tracking session in a room together. It's all been, I'll do all the music, I'll send it out, they'll send it back, I'll make notes, I'll edit it, send it back. And it was kind of that back and forth. So our hope is to do something where we're all in the room together, so we can be creative at the same time. But we'll see. Either way, we're going to keep going.
Yeah. I tell you what, I love listening to some of you guys' stuff, and loved it. It made me laugh. Just about every song.
Oh,
so you guys ready to dive in?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Our song on this episode is called "The Floor Is Lava." So that sounds like a game I played as a kid. So tell us a little bit about that song and how it came about.
This one was, and I'll say this too, first and foremost about this song is, we were just talking about this yesterday with Rob. We were doing a FaceTime with Rob, our guitar player. And this is one of the songs that we wish like was longer, because it gets to the end and you're like, oh man, it's kind of one of those songs you want to hear in a round, especially your kids, because the whole idea is for them to dance behind it and play "The Floor Is Lava." But Clay again came up with this verse chorus kind of thing, and he didn't have the whole thing down, but he sent it over, and I was like, dude, I'm feeling like Blink 182 like pop punk kind of vibes for this song, and he was like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I immediately grabbed my guitar, grabbed some drums and bass, and just laid a quick thing down to make sure everybody was on board with what we were doing. And then we finished the lyrics pretty quickly
After that. Yep.
yeah, and it was just one of those songs. It just a song that was really easy for us to do. It was fun. And we tested it with our kids, and they just went crazy. So we knew we were doing something right. And I think maybe in the future you'll see a video or re-recorded, or not re-recorded, an extended version where we might have other people singing on it. Other maybe friends, family, Clay doing a version. Just because this song is just an entertaining kind of like upbeat song. So this is definitely a fun one for us.
Yeah, sounds like an actionable song here. It's encouraging them to play the game. It's cool.
Oh yes. Again, directly inspired by our children jumping on pillows and chairs and
the things children's do.
Yep,
and
children's
breaking something.
All right. Well, let's listen to the song.
Awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, the SOKS, The Floor is Lava. And that was The Floor is Lava by the SOKS. Next time you hear that song, get ready to play the game. All right, guys. So where can everybody find you out there on social media, and where can they stream and download your music?
All right. So you can download our stuff anywhere that you can download music. We are on Apple Music. We're on Spotify. You can find us on Amazon. Anywhere that you are looking for music, you can find us. You can ask Alexa to play us, and she will, which is very nice of her, and we appreciate that. You can also find us on the web if you go to www. How many W's was that? That was enough. But the SOKS.com, and we're there. We have all of our links to our social, but if you want to go, we're on Instagram, the SOKS official, and then on Facebook, we are just the SOKS, and then on YouTube, we're youtube.com/the SOKS. And it's just so everybody knows, there's no C. So it's SOKS. So it's the SOKS, SOKS.
Nice
awesome.
Job.
All right, well, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
See ya.
All right, best of luck out there.